Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Jazz.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. The reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. DeRozan out there with Johnson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Derek White. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the final day of the season, Doris, what has surprised you most from this past year?
You know, one of the most compelling things that plays out over the course of the season for me are those few players who take a huge leap in terms of their skill set and their level of play. The other thing that's always fascinating is which teams exceed expectations versus those that don't quite live up to their preseason hype.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Murray outside.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Lopez outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Green. On the three off target. Outside, White. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And here's Green outside. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. White, wide open. He fires. Misses the three. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Montreal. And Ilyasova kicks to Dinwiddie. It's good from long range. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Murray. Count that bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Montreal. Here's Poole. And another three for Montreal.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Poole's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Right the pass to Pirtle. Here's Johnson. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by Jackson. Rondo passes to Brissett. Bucket is good.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Now here's Murray. Charity stripe shot. Brooks grabs the board. Montreal leading by 5. Jackson passes to Lopez. Brooks from outside. The shot misses. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Moving it up. And the dunk by Walker.
And that's a case where DeMar DeRozan's teammates benefiting from him being a willing distributor. This is a very team-first guy.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Walker. Shoots from the corner. It's rebounded by Montreal.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And here's Brooks from outside. And another three for Montreal.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, DeMar DeRozan excels at finding space to score from the mid-range. Whether it's coming off a screen or if he has to breaking down a defender, he'll get to that spot.
Here's Murray. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Montreal leads by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
They've got Rajon Rondo. He's out there with Dennis Smith. Brook Lopez is out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Brissett in at the 4 spot. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Eubanks in at the power forward position.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Now here is Smith, and another 3 from Montreal.
Well, you've got to complement that great dribble drive ability with the pull-up jumper. Go ahead, Dennis Smith. We see you working.
And here's Walker.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Montreal leading by 9. Passes it to Ilyasova. Some nice passing by Montreal here. 3-pointer, Brooks. And another 3 for Montreal. Greg, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Smith feeling it out a bit for the 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 10. Here's Walker. Finished off the break. Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Rondo. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's White after Montreal picked up 3 with their last shot. Beyond the arc. Here's Pirtle over Ilyasova. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
So how cool is it that Jakob Pirtle makes NBA history as the first ever Austrian-born player in the league? Doesn't matter what else he does in his career, he'll always have that distinction. That's cool.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's White missing.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's White. Murray outside. Outside DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
That's one way to do it. DeRozan shows off his aerial skills with the firm finish.
From deep, Ilyasova. And another 3 for Montreal.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Down low, here's Murray. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Shoots the 3, and that's good. Ilyasova for 3. Ilyasova's got a pair of triples in the second now for Montreal. DeRozan against Green. Tipped away. DeRozan with it. Good on the bucket. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
That'll do it for the first half. Montreal ahead. They lead by 13.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Well, for Montreal. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team. 3. And that should...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Montreal now. Ilyasova out there with Green. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. And there it is for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And for the Spurs, we've got Murray. Jakob Poeltl out there with Johnson. Then it's DeRozan, and it's White in at the 2 spot. And Poole gets it to go.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
White the pass to Murray. Spurs passing it around to the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Lopez. Launches a 3. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Here's White. It's rebounded by Montreal. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. Here's Dinwiddie. Rebounded by the Spurs. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. White, good. White's got 5.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
And first time out of the game called for Montreal. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Montreal. It's a 13-point game. Jackson from long range gets the 3-pointer to fall. 6 points for him.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Smith against Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Montreal leading by 14. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Wasted no time on that one. Jackson's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for Montreal. Vassell, the pass to Besekniks. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Brooks outside. There's Jackson with the 3. And another 3 for Montreal.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Walker against Rondo. Out to the right wing. Here's Vassell. Covered by Smith. Lopez with the block. Kid Gilchrist against Smith. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Smith's got 6 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Walker. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. And yes, it's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside, Walker. Yep, that one goes. He's got 10.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Here's Rondo. And another three for Montreal.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And here's Walker. Rajon Rondo getting it to go from deep. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 15 seconds left to play in the third. DeRozan surveying the D. Can't cash in from the high post.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And so it's Montreal controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting there. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Ilyasova, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Poole, light covering. Poole, no good. Spurs trail by 20. Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for San Antonio. There's Green with the 3. Rebound, San Antonio.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. First free throw is good. Doris, you and I know the quality of play in the NBA bubble was terrific. And some people have said a lack of travel a possible reason why. The league, we think, looking at ways to reduce travel moving forward.
Exactly, Kevin. And one option on the table is the, quote, series model. You see it in baseball, where you play consecutive games against a single opponent. So what about the states with multiple teams? New York or California? Can you play all of those teams in one trip? This not only preserves players, but it also cuts travel expenses, something the league is looking hard at.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, Montreal's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
This is, to me, a special ability to draw fouls, and that's one of the things that sets DeRozan apart. We see him work these angles, get the call all the time.
Both good from the line that time.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Here's White, and White with the stuff.
Boy, they wasted no time getting the ball up the court. Great decision to push it and make the sharp pass to the rim.
And that one's good by Lopez. Craig, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
There's Green with the three. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. They trail by 16. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's Green with the three, and another three for Montreal.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Montreal.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch this team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
To the right side. Here's Jeffries. Buries it from three-point range. Jeffries got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
That one falls.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Jeffries kicks to Jones. Here's Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Marjanovic. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And this is what you want from Dennis Smith Jr. He has to find the open man and deliver it on time and on target.
Here's Samanic. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. So we see Montreal get the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they